Now we're going to customize your checkout settings in Kajabi. And if you are new to Kajabi, you likely aren't even familiar with what exactly this means and how your checkout settings are going to impact people getting subscribed to your email list or not. And when I say subscribed, it's not just getting like your weekly newsletter, it's all emails from you. So if somebody just bought something of yours and you have an automated email set up to confirm their purchase and give them access to the thing, if they're not subscribed to your email list, they're not going to get that email. So that's why your checkout settings are really important, and understanding what, like, the decisions that you're making there, how they're going to affect people getting on your email list while you also staying compliant with anti-spam laws.
And at this point, we're setting up the checkout settings for your entire Kajabi account. But once you get into creating offers and actually selling things, you are going to want to revisit these settings and make sure that they work with your offers and the way your checkout pages look, and make sure everything lines up. To get to your checkout settings, you'll go Settings, Checkout Settings, and Email List Opt-in. So this part is a little bit tricky, and I'm going to try to explain it as clearly as possible, but you might have to watch this video a couple times. The thing is that up here under Enable Email List Opt-in, this is where we are determining how people become subscribed to your email list. And we need people to be subscribed to your email list, because if they're not going to be able to get any emails from you, even if they purchased something and you have an automation set up to send them information about the thing that they just bought. So like they might buy a course and you have an automatic email that will tell them how to access the course. If they're not subscribed to your email list, they won't get that email. So we need to get them subscribed. So how do we do that? You have three options here. There's an unchecked opt-in box. This says members must check this box to sign up. So that means that when they go through the checkout process, this is what it's going to look like. They're buying this $1 offer. They're entering their email address, but they have to check this box in order to actually receive any emails. So that's unchecked. That's your first option. Your second option is pre-checked, which basically looks the same, but this box is checked. And so they would have to uncheck it if they don't want to be subscribed. And your third option is disabled. There's nothing here. They can't subscribe. I don't know why that's even an option. So don't do that. Now, the other thing is that right here it says subscribe to our email list. So this makes it this is the default messaging, and that makes it just seem like they're going to be added to like your newsletter. And I think a lot of people would not sign up for that. So what we can do is create some custom messaging. So we want to make it super clear that for them to understand that if they don't subscribe to your email list, they're not going to be able to get any emails from you. So this is, you would choose one of these, unchecked, pre-checked, or disabled. I would suggest pre-checked. So then here under custom messaging, we don't want it to just say subscribe to our email list. So I added this. I agree to be added to the email list so I can get information about this product that I'm purchasing. If I don't check this box, then I realize that you won't be able to email me at all. We want to make it super clear. And you can set up that custom messaging and pre-check the box. This is what I recommend. I think that this is the most likely way that you're going to get them to actually get on your email list. Now we also have, just to confuse things further, under additional options, we have this option to automatically sign up members to your email list when they purchase a paid offer. So if you check that box here to automatically sign them up for a paid offer, then it doesn't matter what you check up here, because none of that is going to display on a paid offer. So I created this offer And if we go to edit checkout here, I'm just going to show you what it will look like. So here, because I checked this box to automatically add them, there's nothing here about subscribe to the email list or don't subscribe or anything like that. They're automatically being added. And there's more to it. There's one more step to this, but I want to also show you, if you create like the exact same offer, this one is $1 and this one is free, and go to edit checkout, then whatever you set up in this enable email list opt-in, so we did pre-checked with a custom message, this will appear. So it's pre-checked and it's a custom message. And that's showing because this is a free offer. So we have to give them the option to be added or not. With a paid offer, you can kind of get around that. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if you do this, if you're automatically adding them to your email list, I recommend adding a service agreement to all your checkout pages. So this is something like right now at this point, we're setting up your checkout settings for your entire Kajabi site. However, this is going to apply to the offer itself. So it's something that you're going to have to set up at the offer level every time if you're automatically adding people to your email list. So what that would look like is, I'm just going to show you what it will look like, and then we'll do it in this offer. So when they go to check out, they have, this is the service agreement that they have to check this box in order to complete the purchase. And then we'll add this text down here that says that I agree to be added to this email list. So the way that we set that up is when you're customizing the checkout, you'll go to additional settings. And then here where it says service agreement, you'll check custom service agreement. And this is text that I already filled in. I understand that in purchasing this product, I'm being added to the email list for the purpose of receiving information related to this purchase as well as other related offers. So, and I always add in this as well as other related offers because, I mean, you can tag people and then only email them about their specific purchase or offer or product. But then you would have to remember to not, like when you're sending out marketing emails, you would have to remember to exclude those people. And I feel like I would make a mistake. So I just pop this in here to kind of cover my butt. So then if we go to preview, it'll look like this. I have read and agreed to these terms and conditions. This, you can't customize this text. It's just, it's the text down here that you can customize. And so this right now, because we're previewing, checkout is disabled. But when a real person goes through, once they check that box, this will become like the dark blue and they'll be able to complete the purchase. So the other thing that you're going to set up in your checkout settings is your card storage opt-in. And this is where we either choose to store somebody's credit card information or not. And this doesn't apply to subscriptions or payment plans. Like if somebody signs up for a subscription or a 3-pay plan, something like that, then their card will automatically be stored. So I'll just show you what it would look like. This one down here, this demo full pay offer, it's one-time payment of $1. So when we go to edit checkout, and the way that I set it up is that I left this unchecked, store this card for future purchases. So opted out by default. They would have to proactively check that box in order for Kajabi to save their credit card information. This one, though, because it's a subscription, they have agreed to pay $1 every month for this thing. It gives them this little message. Your payment information will be stored on a secure server for future purchases. So they'll see this message if they've signed up for a subscription or a payment plan. And then for a one-time payment, so let's just go in here. They can opt out by default, opt in by default, or disabled. I recommend opt out by default. Just seems safer to me. And you can skip this, webhooks and checkout tracking code. We're not going to really be using those right now.
Okay, so we're done with your checkout settings. That's one of those things that it's necessary, but it's just not that fun. So thank you for sticking with me, and I will see you in the next video.